Hi everybody, this is Michelle. Welcome to Glitch Gaming's review of Fortnite. We didn't actually hear much about this game until about 2 days before launch, but it was a great surprise and we've been having so much fun with it since. So Fortnite's basically a survival game filled with monsters, loot, and lots of humour, everything we love. It's best played with others as you work together to scavenge resources and build fortresses and traps around your objectives to defend against waves of monsters. Now, when it first came out, it was marketed as a free-to-play game, but unfortunately you still need to pay to actually start playing. So basically, the storyline describes how a storm caused most of the world's people to disappear, and now the world is populated with these monsters called husks. So there's a variety of different monsters that you'll come across, and you, the commander of a team that explores the world, now needs to fight off these husks, defend your objectives, and save as many survivors as possible. So throughout your missions, you'll need to defend objective areas, for example, where data is being exported, where the balloons will depart from, etc. You build walls, floors, ceilings, and a variety of traps and defenses around the objective to help keep the objective secure. You need to scavenge for resources, which allows you to build, so then you get your materials such as wood, stone, or steel, increasing in strength respectively. The building mechanic is really simple, and you quickly learn how to switch between which material you want to use, which building type you want to pick, which trap you want to pick or build. You'll also be crafting on the go using schematics you get from either treasure chests, by leveling up, or the lovely smashable loot llamas. Now when you first start out playing, the tutorial helps you with the basic gameplay, but at first you might find the menu and the inventory really overwhelming. There are so many customizable options to this game, and no guide will really help you through it. So as you navigate through the menu, it can also be quite slow and frustrating, and the loading screens can be really long. Something else that's a bit confusing is they don't really explain to you what all the different people are that are in your group. So you'll find that there are different people classed as either a hero, a defender, or a survivor. So your heroes are your main characters, and there are 4 different classes of those. So you either get a ninja, an outlander, a soldier, or a constructor. Each different class has a different ability. So for example, ninjas are better at close range combat and have the highest mobility, whereas outlanders specialize in scavenging for loot and resources. But we found that you really don't actually have to have one of each to complete a mission. You can choose whichever one really appeals to your playstyle. Now the other types of people are your defenders and your survivors. Your defenders fight alongside your heroes during missions, and survivors are assigned to squads that basically just up your skill levels. Fighting mechanics are really smooth, and it's easy to swap between your equipped weapons and also to swap back to your harvesting tool that you'll use to gather resources on the go. Fortnite has such a wide variety of weapons. You can play to your preferred playstyle. There's a variety of melee weapons, sniper rifles, pistols, assault rifles, and shotguns. And each of those weapons has its own unique sound. Now as you'll see, the environments are really bright and colourful, and although a lot of the surroundings upon closer inspection might be copy and paste, it doesn't actually feel boring or repetitive, and you can clearly feel the difference of whether you're in the forests or in the suburban areas, in the city, in the industrial areas. So screen tear and texture pop are few and far between, but when you do find it most often is when some of the other players are joining. What I really love about this game is that it's so cartoonish. Characters are exaggerated. When you jump onto tires, you bounce into the air. Structures wobble on impact. Enemy AI bounce off the walls when they're flung into traps. It really is a lot of fun. And you'll find that even though you do feel the challenge and you do get tense at times, it definitely relieves from that tension that some other more realistic games can cause. I definitely recommend you play it with a good headset, because you really rely on sound to hear those treasure chests, to hear those items that you may need. And survivors also often yell for help, so then you can hear where they're coming from. Fortnite's quite a lengthy game. We've played nearly 30 hours and we've only just got onto the second stage, which is Plankerton. When we first started playing, the game was really easy and we thought this isn't even going to be a challenge. It does get a bit harder, but it also gets more exciting. Just to summarise, Fortnite is a survival game best played with other people. It's really fun, it looks great, the sounds are identifiable, and at the moment you do have to pay to start playing, but I can tell you it's well worth it. It's loads and loads of fun. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Please go and follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we've also got our new Facebook page up and running. See you soon.